Parents, you have come a long way in your parenting journey to becoming your child's primary sexual health educator. You've learned the importance of layering information and helping your child to articulate their question so that you know what they are really asking. So here's where you're at now. Your child has asked you, how are babies made? And you've layered that information in your answer over the years. Now your child has probably gotten into the middle school age range and they've critically thought about the process. They're thinking, okay, the penis goes into the vagina and then semen comes out. But how? How does the semen come out of the penis? Like does the penis go into the vagina and then the semen immediately just comes out? That's, yes, how? Okay, that's a good question. Let me get back to you. Clearly you're feeling nervous and that's okay. You're thinking, how much information do I go into here? Is this weird to explain to my child? How much detail do I give? Is this even appropriate for me to be explaining? Let me help you clear those thoughts and feelings of nervousness because parents, I'm here for you. First off, you're doing great. Your child feels comfortable coming to you and asking you that question. That means that you've built trust, established comfort and rapport with your child, and they know that they will get an honest answer from you. That's fantastic. Your child is simply being curious because they truly don't understand. And the reason you're nervous here is because with this question, you're going to have to explain that in order for the semen to come out of the penis is going to have to do a back and forth motion against the vagina. And that for the vast majority of people, this back and forth motion can feel good and can be fun. And that people do this for pleasure as well as for making babies. Your child's probably aware that people engage in intimate behaviors with others through watching music videos, movies, advertisements, shows, and observing public displays of affection. So this idea that the penis goes into the vagina and it can feel good and is pleasurable is not going to be a completely foreign concept to your middle school age child. So you're thinking, how in the world do I say? When a penis goes into the vagina, it doesn't just ejaculate immediately. First, a penis needs to become erect, meaning that the spongy tissue fills up with blood and the penis becomes firm and hard. This erect penis would then go into the vagina, and then there would be some form of back and forth movement of the penis against the walls of the vagina. Prior to this, the vagina would have increased its vaginal discharge, making this back and forth motion feel good for the majority of people and not painful for either person. This back and forth movement will continue for a number of minutes, eventually leading to ejaculation of the semen. And that's how the semen is released. And then the sperm can swim to an egg and potentially fertilize it. That's what you were thinking, right, parents? How do I say that to my child? Well, first off, you totally can say those words to your child. And second, if you're feeling like you can't say those words, what part of that answer makes you feel uncomfortable? And why does it make you feel uncomfortable? And third, what would happen if you said that answer to your child? Would they stop asking you questions? Probably not. Would they feel embarrassed? Maybe. Would they want to go and have vaginal sex right away? No. Does knowing that the penis goes into the vagina and it can be pleasurable for some people in any way harm your child? No. But don't just take my word for it. Here's the research to back that up. The research has shown that talking about sex and teaching kids about sex does not make them have sex any sooner than not talking about it. Talking about the consequences of sex in an honest and medically accurate way has been shown to actually delay the initiation of sex amongst youth. Many children want to go to their parents when they have a sex question, but that most parents feel embarrassed, unprepared, or ill-equipped to have age-appropriate sex talks with their kids. Telling a child that people have sex for fun and because it feels good and can feel pleasurable is true and honest. In isolation, if you tell a child that something feels good or is pleasurable, you would think that they would automatically want to run out and do it. But the reason this doesn't work when it comes to sex education is because you're providing medically accurate information and talking about the range of consequences, as well as being truthful and honest with them. So they hear that vaginal sex can feel good, but they want to avoid any of those negative consequences. So therefore, they just don't run out and start having vaginal sex right away once they learn about it. So here is where you can add in your family's values. So what are your family's values around vaginal sex and becoming a parent? Have you established these values as it relates to engaging in sex? Do you have religious or cultural beliefs that you want to include? Are you and your partner on the same page if you are co-parenting? Your family's values are important to share with your child after you have provided them with the medically accurate information. So don't leave this as an afterthought. Take the time to figure out what your beliefs are and how you want to convey them to your child. But also let your child know that these are your family's beliefs, and not everybody they meet will agree to them or believe in them, but this is why you, as a family, believe in them. You may have noticed in that answer that I didn't say the word sex when explaining how the semen comes out of the penis, and I did that intentionally. If you want to know why I didn't say the word sex, then you can check out this video where I answer the question, what is sex? And I do just that. I'm Kathleen Hema, and I'll be back next week with another video. If you found this video to be helpful or useful for you as a parent, go on and give it a like, share it with other parent friends. I greatly appreciate your support, and I'll be back next week.